Hello and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you back into the kitchen this evening or early afternoon where I've been asked to cook a chicken casserole. Now this one is a throw together of mine from a long time ago. I am notorious for throwing things together and they turn out amazing. So now of course all ingredients are optional and I'll have the recipe or the ingredient list of what I use in the description box below. So let's get busy. Now this is a labor of love. It is a southern casserole and I start the gravy out by making it from scratch. So let's get busy. I'll see you here in a bit. Now, of course, this is a southern casserole my way. So it's time to break out the cast iron skillet to start some homemade chicken gravy. Now I have my cast iron heated up a little bit and I have my good old trusty bacon grease can. If you don't let that bacon grease go to waste. And I'm going to start, it's about 3 tablespoons of bacon grease. And since I said this was a chicken casserole, what I done is I went and got a bunch of rotisserie chickens. And that's some of the wonderful juice from the rotisserie chicken. And of course, families requested that I cook dinner again, and I am a hard cook, so we're going to have some fun tonight. Okay, my oil is good and hot, and here's some flour. We'll start out with about a half a cup to 2/3 of regular all-purpose flour. I'm going to add a little bit more bacon grease. I want to get my roux, which is oil and flour mix, to browning nicely, because you want to make sure that your flour is cooked. You don't want your gravy to have a flour taste. And let me tell you, between the smell of the bacon and the chicken grease. Oh my gracious. I cut on the wrong one, so let's get the right one cut on. I'm too used to using a propane, my little propane cooker. So once I get this up to temp, I'll bring you right back. Now that I got my skillet up and going real good, I'm going to add a little bit of chicken base to the roux as well. I wish y'all were here. Oh my gracious, it's smelling good. Since I'm making a good hearty chicken and rice casserole, I'm going to be using milk to make my gravy instead of water. And yes, I'm using whole milk. I don't use none of that 2% stuff. And what you're going to do is just keep stirring and stirring. All that flour will get incorporated, or roux. It's not flour anymore. So don't worry about lumps at this moment, because any lumps will dissolve as you keep stirring and working the gravy. And of course, yes, this gravy is going to be lighter colored because of the milk. I'm going to tell you right now, this is amazing right now. It smells so good. And since I've been making homemade gravy since a child, there's no measuring the exact amount of milk. Just have a whole gallon, or depends on how much you're making for your family. This, as usual, is a big recipe so they can eat on for days. Leftovers around here are a good thing. Now I'm going to shoot a little flour to it. You gotta have shoot a little black pepper, I mean, not flour. Black pepper's mandatory in gravy, in my opinion. And a big pinch of pink salt. And as you're whisking and making your gravy, make sure you scrape that bottom. You want everything to get incorporated. No roux left behind. You want to make sure you have plenty of gravy because you're going to have a lot more ingredients to add to this. Look at that big, beautiful, smooth skillet full of homemade gravy. Alright, that gravy is done. Good old homemade bacon chicken gravy. Now I'm going to get ready to set up the big pot where we're going to mix everything all together, and I'll bring you back here in a bit. Okay, I am back. I'm going to cut my heat back on. And I usually don't like to use a second pot because I usually mix this all up in a Dutch oven and bake it. I've got leftover chicken, picked chicken from the nachos. So yes, it's going to be a really full of chicken recipe. And in here I have one whole rotisserie chicken and a couple extra thighs. You want to make sure you don't waste anything. course, my kitchen helper. Come on, Jana. There you go, baby girl. She gets any leftovers. Now, and I cut the wrong eye on again. I'm on a roll today. Now I got the right eye on. Lordy. You don't want to waste any of your gravy at all, because that's just not Southern at all. Move that over here. Bring out my heavy duty spoon. Sorry about the dishwasher going in the background. And this is where you throw everything in. Now I'm using these French's fried onions because I was blessed to find them on clearance. There we go. Now you can use sauteed onions if you want to, or you can leave those onions out. I'm going to use 2 cans of whole kernel sweet corn. One can I'm going to leave the juice in. Another can I'm going to drain. Make sure you get everything out of those cans. We'll use 2 cans of English peas. 1 can I'm going to drain. The other can I'm going to leave the juice in. Oh, this is looking good, folks. I'm going to add just a little more milk. I want to thin it just a little bit, not much. Because I'm going to add rice to it, and you want it to be just a little thin so the rice can soak in the flavor. Sorry, ain't nothing worse than flavorless rice. I think I'm going to add just a few more of the French's fried onions. I want to save some for the top as well. And y'all know me, I'm the clearance queen. I got the French's onions on clearance. And I really looked up the other day and got a whole bunch of different kinds of the pouch instant rice that you just heat up in the microwave. 99 cents a bag. A whole lot better than paying over $3 for them. And it's already cooked. So that means another thing that they won't be selling anymore. Because once they clearance them out, you're not going to see them again. I got all kinds of wonderful rice. This is Uncle Ben's jasmine rice. Now, if you don't want to use this kind of rice, and I know not everybody can find it on clearance like I have, cook you up a batch of rice, and then you can add it to it as well. Okay, I'm going to cut that off. I don't want it to get too hot. And I'm adding 3 packages of rice. Oh, that rice smells so good. Make sure you get it all out. Don't waste anything. Make sure all your chicken's broken, separated. No clumps of rice here or there. Oh, this is good. I'm going to add a little more pepper. Let me go over here and grab some garlic powder. tablespoon and a half of garlic powder. I'm going to tell you this, big old clump of rice, not anymore. That's why you got to make sure you stir it real good and keep an eye on it. Oh my gracious, it's good. Yep, another clump of rice. Now yes, I know y'all saying that's not heated up enough. Well, this is going into casserole dish or two into the oven to finish heating up. Let me dig out my cheese now. Okay, I have a bag of shredded mild cheddar. Yeah, mild cheddar. I'm just going to put a little bit on the inside, not a whole lot, because the top's going to have a bunch of cheese on the, it's going to have a bunch of cheese on the top. Alright, I'll bring you back once I get my casserole dishes ready to go. Okay, I am oiling really deep 9 by 13 casserole, which I know is probably not going to hold all of this, which that's okay. That gives them a second casserole to eat on. And what you're going to do is carefully ladle it into the casserole dish. Trying to not make any messes, best you can. And what I like about this casserole, you could serve a side salad or some garlic bread with it, because it's got all your meat, your vegetables, your gravy, your dairy. It's a one dish dinner. Okay. Now you could fill this one up a little bit more, but I want to make sure that there's two. I'll bring you back. Okay, I did end up making 2 casseroles of it. I am happy for that. Alright, now, there's 2 different ways you can top this chicken rice casserole. You can take crushed Ritz crackers and add a little melted butter to them and some cheese and crumble that on top. Or I'm just going to do this time, peel out this can of French's fried onions. get another one. Hold on. I like a little more onion. Hot dog, one that's open. Well, if you wanted to, you could do your own sauteed onions and sprinkle them all along like this. Like I said, I just happened to catch these on clearance. Amounts and ingredients are up to you, and I didn't have enough regular cheddar cheese to finish out topping the casserole, so I grabbed some cheddar jack that's in the fridge, and I know it's going to be plenty. You don't want a whole lot, you just want a little bit. Or you can leave the cheese off completely. It is up to you. I have the oven preheating to 350. And what you're going to do is bake this casserole until the cheese is nice and golden brown and everything is bubbling nicely. You will know when your casserole is done because it's going to be bubbling and the cheese is going to be all melted golden brown, and it's going to make your house smell wonderful. So let's get these babies in the oven. And I'm going to tell you, be warned, these casserole pans are heavy. Alright, and I will bring you back as soon as they're done. See you at the wall. Okay, both of the casseroles are out of the oven. This one came out first. This one took a little bit longer. As you can see, you want to make sure that everything is bubbling nicely. Bubbling nicely. And what I'm going to do is let these babies cool down before I think about eating any of it. And I will get to eat dinner after the live stream. And I'll let you know how good it is. See you back after a while. I have to admit I was bad. I totally forgot that I needed to finish the video. I done grabbed me some of the casserole after it's set up for a while and has completely cooled down. I wanted to show y'all how good this is. Let me adjust the light so you can see. No, that's going to be too dark. Okay. Wonderful, thick, rich casserole. Thankfully, it's not burning up hot now. I absolutely love it. It's one of my throw-together casseroles. Some parts of it, especially if you let it get a little crispy on the top crust, it tastes like a old-fashioned cornbread dressing. It tastes creamy, it's good, and you don't need anything else with it. You see, I just have a bowl of it, and it's just absolutely wonderful. Got vegetables, chicken, rice, cheese, just delicious. Simple, easy, and I'll have all the ingredients in the description box below. And like I said, it's optional how you make it. It's all up to you. Make it your recipe. Wholesome, easy, and homemade. I hope this video encourages you to make your own. It's simple and easy. You just need the ingredients. And I happen to just have the ingredients thanks to Shopping for Family. If you have any questions, always feel free to ask them in the comment section below. I'm fixing to go enjoy dinner after the live stream. I love y'all. Y'all take care. Stay safe. Stay sound. Stay positive above anything else. Continue to stock your pantries. Always feel free to ask questions. I'm more than happy to answer them. You all take care. Stay safe. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. May you each be blessed. I'll see you soon.